Okay, welcome to another edition of Who Am I and What's My Story? Okay, and we're here in Half Moon Bay, and I'm talking with your name again, sir? Is
Rick Nickerson.
Rick Nickerson. And Rick, what's the name of this? Is it a boat or a ship?
I guess you'd call it a ship because boats are something you put in ships. So this one here is a ship. It's got a long history, and it's basically an offshore vessel. And so it's go anywhere type of boat.
Is that?
Yeah.
So you could go to Alaska or South America? Or...
Oh yeah, yeah. This is an offshore boat. You can go. I can pack enough fuel to go to Japan and back.
To Japan and back? Okay, so is there like one great big Caterpillar engine or two, or?
No, it's a Danish engine, a Burmeister Swain, four-cylinder, two-cycle.
No kidding. Diesel.
Diesel engine, yeah. It idles about 100 RPM and tops out at about 300.
Oh, so it's really slow.
Yeah, it's a slow turner, and it's a variable pitch prop on her here.
How interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to show the students a little bit about the boat. The thing that intrigued me the most about this, it's got a lot of character. It does. How old is it?
The boat was built in 1962 in Sorel, Quebec. It's a side dragger for the Gulf of St. Lawrence. It's a Class 6 icebreaker hull. It's for the heavy plankton for traditional slush ice.
Is that right? The St. Lawrence River up near Canada.
That's correct, yeah. It's a Canadian vessel. It's a Canadian hull.
So cool. I'm just intrigued by it. Okay, so what kind of fish do you go after with this?
Well, the last thing the boat was rigged for, and the last thing I did with her was tuna.
Tuna?
Albacore tuna. Troll, hook and line.
And when you have a crew, how many do you need to operate the ship?
3 to 4.
Yeah. For about how long at a time?
An offshore trip will run you about 40 days.
40 days. So you have to have enough. You have to have no first aid. You have to be pretty self-sufficient for 40 days. Enough food. How do you decide who's going to cook?
That's not the issue.
Is it?
No. When everybody gets hungry, everybody wants to cook.
Oh, is that what? It's not a problem.
No, it's not a problem. No.
So this actually is called, is it Pillar Point?
This is Pillar Point Harbor. It's one of the better natural harbors on the west coast. And it's a working harbor. As you can see, there's fish boats around here. Most of the fellows here crab and salmon fish.
Oh.
Basically. And they do, when the opportunity arises here late in the fall.
I see. Can I come aboard?
Yeah.
I want to take a picture or video of your birds.
Okay.
Because I saw these birds, and it was very intriguing to me. And the name of the dog is?
That's Tina. She's a mint pin. That's a sun Connor, and the other two are green cheek Connors.
They're just right up here in the...
Yeah, they might come to the window. They might not.
When I was walking...
There's Hook. That's Hook and Mo. Cosmo, Hook by Crook, and the other is Dudley. Might show and I'm not sure.
Oh, look at that. How interesting. And how long is this ship?
She's
So it's a big, it's a pretty big ship. And tell me, how did you get into fishing?
Well, this is my third boat. I've been fishing since '77. And I do a number of things. Right now I work on the East Coast, actually in Canada, chief engineer in a 550-foot ATV unit. And this one here I've parked for the last 10 years or so. Because I met my second wife in Hawaii, and after a 5-year relationship, agreed to get married, and I went away and started my fishing season and didn't get back for 10 months, and she didn't like it, so I decided to park it for a while. Because she's a keeper.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But basically, there's not... bottom line is you have to fish where the fish are, which is a boat like this can go where the fish are. But most of your fishing is done in the temperate climates, not in the tropics.
I see.
Or colder water. If you follow the whales, you'll see that whales go to the equator during the winter to spawn and have their young, and they go to the poles, either which direction they're to feed, and that's where you'll find most of your fish. So fishing is a hard life, but it's and basically you got to go to the tropic or temperate climates there to catch fish.
So do you follow whales to find out where fish are, or is just kind of where they?
Well, for tuna, it's more like birds and whales. You're following the feed, and predators, which are tuna, are following the feed. So you're looking for birds to give you a sign on that. But there's patterns. Fish follow patterns.
I see.
Yeah. Basically, I'd say for the most part, most of your fishing has been done on this coast here, and it's kind of a wind down fishery at this point.
I see. Well, I just wanted to show just a little bit some of the other boats that are here.
Yep.
It is so interesting.
Interview with the school teacher.
Really? Oh my God.
Well, thank you very much for showing us and letting me come aboard your ship. It's been a very wonderful experience.